Hey, Dr. Tom Preston here with you, and I want to talk to you today about something that's been massively transformational in my life. It just reminded me, I got off a call with a client earlier today, and I got thinking about the impact that this distinction I'm going to offer you today around manifestation, around goal setting, and around fulfillment and happiness that comes from that. Okay, so there's lots of pieces to this. So let me just get over to my screen because I think it's going to be easier for me to actually jot this out for you than it is to actually tell you about it. So again, law of attraction, which hopefully everybody watching this broadcast is very familiar with. Law of attraction states that what you focus on basically grows. Okay, so you can use that as a mindset template in order to be sure that you're focusing on the things that you really want to focus on, that you're crystal clear about what those things are, and that you're doing it in a way that is going to bring you to the dreams and goals that you want. Okay. And relatively speaking, most people that I know that at least work in our coaching programs and so on, or our clients in our coaching programs, they are very, very powerful manifestors. Okay. So as a powerful manifestor, what can happen is you can end up with this frustration because you set a target, you set a goal, you make a priority, and then what happens is maybe you don't manifest it in exactly the way that you thought you should, or you don't manifest it at all, or you manifest it not in the timeline that you thought, it takes longer than you thought, or whatever, and all of that can become extremely, extremely frustrating. So what do you do with that? How do you still utilize the law of attraction and to maintain your focus and grow and manifest without, quite frankly, getting pissed off at yourself and frustrated with yourself and wondering, why you're not, doing what it is you're supposed to do and all of that stuff? Well, here is the key that absolutely changed my life, and hopefully it can have a positive impact on yours. Okay, it's two words. It's the word intention. Okay. And intention, setting an intention is to set a target. It's to set a priority. It's to set a goal. It's to say that I want to move in this direction. And you're setting an intention. So you're clearly utilizing your focus to grow via the law of attraction. Okay. But here's the other piece, you guys, right? And this is where some people get really lost, is that what you inherently do, and what I did for years, was that I attached an expectation to that intention. In other words, I intended that the form with which this was going to show up was going to be in a very specific way. I intended that it was going to be, exactly in this way and exactly in this timeline. And then when I didn't manifest it the way I intended, quite frankly, I used it as an excuse to beat the crap out of myself. And I've already got 2 PhDs and 3 black belts and beat the crap out of myself, okay? So I don't need another excuse to be able to do that. So by doing this, what I was able to do is to be able to get back into touch with, some of the things that I thought were super important to me around this without getting attached to the outcome. So intention without expectation it allows you to use the law of attraction, allows you to grow, allows you to focus, allows you to do things you want to do, but it doesn't keep you locked in to things, showing up in a very specific, very certain form. Okay. So that's really the key, because then when I set an intention, I don't have to be locked into the outcome, because the two things that I and every client I've ever coached in all the years I've been coaching, the two things you get locked in is form and time. Quite frankly, some things just take a little longer than you expected. And some things happen a little faster than you thought, right? So what the key here is to ensure that you don't get attached to the expectation of exactly the outcome, but you set the intention, you hold the intention, you take action steps in faith. It's not like you're sitting on top of a mountain going om all day, right? And then you let go of the exact timeline and the exact form. And I can tell you in my life where this made a huge difference in my life, and that is around literally my wife, right? My wife, Shelley. So I thought when I was a young man, I thought that, the form with which my wife would be some, 6-foot blonde Amazon. And in fact, beach volleyball player or something. In fact, she's a feisty little 5'5" brown, brown-haired brunette. obviously brown or brunette. And so think about it, you guys. If I get locked into the form to say, well, if any girl that's not this tall doesn't fit, any girl without blue eyes doesn't fit, any girl that isn't a beach volleyball doesn't fit, right? If I get locked on that form and really narrow on my focus, I would have missed the opportunity to meet the love of my life. My wife and I have been together for over 35 years of this recording. We fell in love in high school, for Christ's sakes. We made it through university. We've made it through all kinds of challenges, building homes and office buildings and 5 children. And so again, if I got attached to form, I would have missed out on something absolutely miraculous in my life, right? So here's the key, you guys. Intention without being attached to expectation, and you'll find that you'll enjoy your life a whole lot more. Enjoy the rest of your day.